Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV, back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, we're doing an episode recap and review on episode number 5 of Bel-Air, the dramatic version of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And this one is called PA to LA. So Will picks up his boy Trey. They driving around, you know, catching up, talking. He brings him to the house, and Trey's eye is wide as hell. Like, oh, shit, this nigga got it good. He's living good out here. Look at this. So Uncle Phil gets Will, Trey, and Carlton tickets to this rapper called D Smoke, which is hilarious. I think they're taking it from Pop Smoke. It's kind of funny to me. D Smoke? Really? D Smoke? Come on. But he gets him some VIP tickets where they could go backstage, meet him, get food, all that. So it's funny because Duane Martin, I've not seen this dude in years. He's in this one. I'm like, wow. So he got a little old. You can see that they put the makeup on him and everything, but he still, you know, he still look good for his age. So Will's mom talks to Aunt Vivian, and she's just like, you know, she wants Will to come back. So Aunt Vivian was just like, yo, you know, Will make that decision. You know, there's nothing really for him to do out there. So Will's mom was just on some like, yo, that's my son. I still gotta raise my son. I want my son back. This was a temporary situation, which was completely different from the original show. Aunt Viv just finished it off by just saying, yo, just make the guy make his own decision. You can see that Will is just adjusting to the life, the way he's talking to Trey, the clothes he's wearing, that type of stuff. And Trey is seeing that, and Trey's looking at him like, he's not saying it, but he's looking at him like, yo, you Hollywood ass nigga. So later on, Will talks to Hillary and tells Hillary, like, you know, basically, you know, he thinks he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave and go back to Philly. So Hillary just told him, like, yo, you have more opportunities out here. Like, chill. Don't just go back just to go back. So they have a dinner because Hillary, she's leaving. She's getting her own place that she's about to live with a few people. So the people that she's living with is there. They're a couple of vloggers. And they're recording the whole dinner. Like, Will is there, Trey is there, everybody's there. And they have some pranksters there that ended up playing a prank on Hillary, which I found to be kind of stupid. It's one of those things, I'm not really sure what it is. A plate, and then they have a cover over the plate. One of them fancy things, like it's just rocking and shaking. So they're like, what the hell is going on? And I'm thinking that Trey did this. Because Trey is actually getting wasted. He's drinking, he's having way too much to drink. So he's kind of acting a little bit of a fool. It was a teddy bear that was moving like back and forth inside of fancy play. I'm like, I'm confused. So when they opened it and everything and they seen it was that, a naked guy, naked, butt naked, came out of nowhere. And I'm like, how is this funny? So Trey, he tells Carlton that basically Uncle Phil pulled some strings to get Will off, because he was looking at some real serious charges back in Philly. So Carlton is just looking at like, what? So after that, Carlton ends up confronting Uncle Phil, saying that, yo, like, did you really do that? Like, you really wrote the law for Will? Like, you're the one to tell me about pride, dignity, all those things, like being honest, being respectful and this and that. Uncle Phil is just on some shit like, yo, telling him to keep it on the low, do not say nothing to nobody. But he was just basically giving Will a fair chance, like, you know, giving him another chance, because everybody fuck up in life. But Carlton was not having it. Carlton was hot. So he later on confronts Will about the same situation, and Will tells him, yo, keep quiet, like, chill, bro, like, keep quiet. And he was just like, oh, I'll keep quiet if you leave Lisa the fuck alone and you stay out of my way. Stay out of my way here, stay out of my way in school. So Carlton uses that way to get closer to Lisa, where him and Lisa's gonna be hanging out to plan something for her parents. And he just basically walking around with a smirk on his face, smiling and so, wait a minute, Michael Ealy is in this. Now, I'm like, wow. They made him a little older, they gave him a full beard. So, I'm like, yo, when he's involved, he's popping somebody's head off. He's talking to Aunt Viv. He's talking about how he saved the space for her in his art gallery so she can put her shit. He's talking to her, and he's low-key flirting with us. But Aunt Viv is kind of like a little reluctant. Like, she's shy to put her work out there. But he's pushing her like, yo, I really want to see your work. We got a spot for you here. So down there at the D Smoke concert, and this VIP is dope. Carlton decides not to go. He decides to chill with Lisa. So it's Trey, it's Uncle Phil, and it's Will that's there. They're having a good time. They backstage. They eating fruit and so Will basically was like, yo, whatever is break time, summertime, whenever, you could stay here every single time. So Trey automatically just looked at him like, what? Like, he didn't even say nothing. The look on his face and everything. So this actually causes a whole scene in the VIP area. Was telling him like, yo, what the f, you were supposed to stay here temporary. Basically hating on, like, You really gonna just leave your peoples and not come back to Philly? Like, yo, it's all about Philly. How you gonna do that? Like, he looking at him like, nigga, chill, relax. Like, what's all this hot about? But he's causing a big ass scene. The original Trey was not like that. The original Trey was cool. He ended up with Hillary. Uncle Phil breaks all to talk to the police department. I don't know if it's the police department or it's the chief of police, but they're talking to him about, yo, like, you talking about defunding the police. How you can talk about that when you run in for office? Like, what are you doing? And Phil looked a little like he was pissing his pants a little bit, but he stuck to his words. Like, yeah, he's gonna stick to defunding the police. And they're just telling him like, yo, this is not a good idea. Basically, you better watch out. So meanwhile, Carlton's featuring with Lisa, so they're talking, they plan something for her parents, and she's grateful, she's happy, they give each other a hug. Carlton comes in for a kiss, but she says, she pulls off, and the acting for this scene was so good. I love the acting for on both sides. The way she pulled back and all that, oof, loved it. But she basically told him, like, yo, like, my feelings stayed the same. Like, I'm still the same way I felt prior to this. Like, I'm good. So Ashley has a heart-to-heart with Hillary, and Ashley's like 12 years old in this, so she tells her that she's into girls. She's curious, but she doesn't know, you know, she should tell Uncle Phil, Uncle Aunt Viv. Hillary is just like, yo, it's perfectly fine, it's perfectly normal, which it is. So Uncle Phil gets fired under his as it's a commercial where they're trying to assassinate his character. His Duane Martin's character shows him like, yo, they got a commercial video, whatever it is that's out, that was showing a conversation that they had at Hillary's dinner where he talked about how she was too much premature and he just wants the best for her. Then after that, it showed the defunding police thing. Like, how are you really going to defund the police when all this is going on? Like, you basically fuck the community. Basically saying it's just like, yeah, don't vote for this. So this punk ass nigga Trey, oh my god, gets into it with Will in the freaking house. They have a back and forth, but Trey is the aggressor. He's the one that's doing the most. Calling Will a sellout, basically like, yo, you just gonna stay here and leave broke niggas like me in the hood. Will is the savior of Philly? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They end up getting into a shoving match back and forth, but Will gets the upper hand, grabs this, put him on the floor. So Will's about to rock this, and Will decided not to do it. So after Will lets him go, he calls him a pussy ass nigga. I was just like, what? But basically, he was getting ready to bounce. He was getting ready to leave. He is done with Bel-Air. He's leaving early. Because he's talking about, oh, I got shot. And Will was just like, I got into some shit because of you. I was trying to save your ass from getting jumped. It was your gun, not my gun. So it ends off with Will FaceTiming his mom, and she's just basically excited, like, yo, you get to come back, the coach wants you back, and blah, 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 come back to Philly. And he's just basically like, he's gonna wing it out in Bel-Air, figure life out there. So of course she's sad, she's hurt, but he stuck to the decision, and I'm happy how it ended, which we knew that was gonna happen. This episode right here was definitely a solid 9 for me. I would've gave this shit a 10, but that prank that, you know, Hillary's people was playing on them with the beer inside the plate, like, that was just like stupid. And then the naked came out of nowhere. I don't get that. Comment down below if you see that and you got that. I didn't get that at all. So I give it a solid 9. The acting was good. Carlton's acting, the Nick played Carlton, that's my guy. Would love to work with that guy in the future. Yo, he is a beast when it comes to acting, because I really don't like his character. They didn't really show my Jeffrey, which is cool. It's just like, alright, Jeffrey, he gonna come back. They didn't really show him like that. He didn't really have no speaker roles, but it's all good. The Trey character, the acting was really good. The acting, the writing for this was really, really good. Comment down below, tell me if you're feeling this episode tonight. If you did not watch it, still let me know what you thought about the review, what you thought about what you seen inside the review. Let me know what's up. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, as your boy is dropping every single week. And stay tuned for that Pam and Time review. That's coming, and I also got a whole bunch of shit coming. I just gotta edit it. So, you know what I'm saying? But stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching me. Thank you guys for supporting me. I love you guys. It's your boy G Marcus TV, signing off.
Got it. That's a wrap.